My name's Caroline Poynton, and nothing surprises me in this country anymore. But we do need to wake up Richard and Jeffrey. And you all probably think this is radical, but it's not radical because it's what's needed, and I'm putting it on every video until people get this. King Charles. King fucking Charles. 1993. Turkey. Religion. Islam. Also, he opened the Oxford Islamic Centre or whatever in fucking Oxford in 1986 as Prince Charles. He also thinks his international dialogue and international faiths and what else he's going on about. Diversity this, diversity that. He's the one that didn't want the migrants going to Uganda, by the way, King Charles. And all of this bullshit telling us he's not political and all of this rubbish about him. Well, he's changed his fucking religion to Islam, yeah. Soldiers down the fucking river. He's had money from Saudi Arabia, yeah. For some sort of charity funds or whatever. Bullshit. Tell you what he's done. He's sold us down the river. He's changed his religion to Islam. He's not English. He's fucking German. And they say he's Cyprus, but I don't think Cyprus at all. They're talking shit. He's fucking part Turkish. He's not fucking British. Because to be British, everybody, what means to be British is if your parents are born in England and your grandmas are born in England and you're born in Ireland or some of your family's born in Ireland, then you're British. Because you can't say you're Irish, can you? And you can't say you're English. Because you're part of British, you're part Irish and part English. People might have the same name from Wales. I've got my brother that's Welsh. And I'm fully English. But his dad's Welsh. And he lives in Wales. So his DNA will have a bit of Welsh in it. Whereas my dad's side comes from Stockport, Yorkshire. The Poynton family, 1,500 years worth of history I've got from. And one of my granddads, my great-great-great-granddads, my ancestors, had their head chopped off. And it was hanging on, it got hung up on Scarborough Castle. And then a couple of, I don't know, about 100 years later, a couple of 100 years later, something like this, centuries ago, I don't know, over 1,000 years ago. Something like this, 900 years ago or something. So maybe about 100 years later, someone in my family, or a couple of members in my family, went to help to chop the king's head off. And then they got the land back. That's when, because basically they chopped someone's head off in my family, and one of my ancestors' their heads. Basically, it was because they rebelled against the king. So he had his head chopped off, and it was hung up in Scarborough Castle. So basically, then, like I say, about 100 years later, or so, maybe 200 years later or something, my family, my ancestors, obviously a different era to the person that had his head chopped off, obviously then went and helped to chop the king's head off. That person that was the king at the time. And that's how they got the land back. Now, they are all talking about this, mate. I know this is scary, but this is going on as well, just across the water. Jihads are willing, want to do this, they want to turn the Colosseum in Italy, in Rome, into a bloodshed by starting with the Pope's head. Now, do we want to get this seriously going now? Because I tell you what, the only way we're going to get our lands back, are you listening? The Scottish, the Welsh, the Irish and the English, to start with. And the foreigners, I'm going to say to the French and the Germans and from Finland, Sweden, they need to join countries. We need to join countries. Partly we need to bring quite a lot of French and Germans here for a bit because they're not safe. Brussels has gone. This part of them countries what have gone, it's terrible. Italy, it's horrendous. I've been crying. This is really bad. I mean, come on, France is gone, Germany's gone, Italy's gone, Spain's gone, Greece is gone, fucking Finland, Sweden, all of them, Ukraine, all of it is gone. And I think there's only 1 or 2 countries left. Maybe Poland and Hungary or something at the moment. That's it. And the rest is gone. America's gone. Australia's gone. New Zealand's gone. It's gone. Ireland's gone. Now, the only ways we're going to solve this, one way is no mercy. I don't feel no fear and I feel no mercy. And I am not wrong. I'm not advocating for violence, but what I'm saying is true and correct. King Charles, we need to get King Charles out of Buckingham Palace. I think Scarborough Castle is exactly where it needs to be done. What's left of Scarborough Castle is we need to chop his head off. We need to do it before jihads or whoever they are get to the Pope and chop his head off. Because if they chop the Pope's head off first, then we're all fucked. So we need to chop King Charles's head off first. And then we'll start with the rest of Europe and then the kings and the queens. And then we'll come for the governments.
Hello there. Now, it's alleged that the Hampshire and Isle of Wight police tried to control
why the Isle of Wight?
narrative
Why the Isle of Wight?
around the Novak murder before the trial.
Why the Isle of Wight? It's in Hampshire. Why the Isle of Wight? Are the police in Isle of Wight dealing with it as well?
That even started.
To control the narrative before it even fucking started. You see? That was to hide. I'll tell you why they've done that. It's to hide all the evidence. Because where's the camera of him when they first met and all that, when he was stabbing him up? Where's the camera of the person doing what he was doing? Where's the phone call statement of why have we not heard the audio of that? Why have we not heard the audio of the fucking 999 call in the first place? Why did they not get an ambulance in the first place with the police, knowing that they might need an ambulance because somebody could be hurt? So it would be as if, with a 999 call, if you've got somebody trying to set a fire to something and they've already done it, are you in 999? Someone's just set fire to something and they're doing it, I don't know, but they're doing it or something. Do you think they're just going to send the fucking police, or do you think they're going to send the fire brigade with that? Exactly. So we're in another situation, this type of situation where it's a fight and somebody says somebody might be stabbed or somebody might be hurt. Don't you think the police and the ambulance service would have gone? Don't you think in the actual call centre that they would have the knowledge in the first place to have thought, right, we'll send the police, we'll send an ambulance with that just in case, or a medic car, just, somebody that's medical, ambulance, well, maybe we got none because maybe they set them alight. But anyway, they could have sent an ambulance and that too, just in case anybody was hurt. No? Well, that's the call centre fucked up in the first place, isn't it? Because obviously I've never been trained to do any of it. And if, first of all, the police, if I've seen somebody lying on the floor, which I have done plenty of times before, and sometimes they've just been drunk. If I've seen somebody lying on the floor, the first thing I'd do as a person is just the person not even got, I'm not even got first aid properly, I've not got anything properly. So I'll be like, are you okay? If I see someone on the floor, I'll be like, are you okay? What's happened? Are you alright? Maybe they are drunk, and the odd time I've done it and they're drunk, I say, you alright, mate? Do you want me to help you get you up and, come on, mate, let me get you up and sit here for a minute if you're that drunk or something. Sit down here for a minute, come on, mate. And if you think somebody's been really hurt and they're on the floor, the first thing you're going to do is trying to support them in any way you can, and then you're going to ring for an ambulance. Yeah, and you're going to try and do what you can as the person being there with that person because they're on the fucking floor. And when the police come, no excuse. They seen that man on the floor. Why? The first thing you'd think is, why is he on the floor? What's happened? Why is he on the floor? Is he drunk? Okay. Well, they didn't even test for him to be sick if he's drunk. They didn't test to see if he could have had drugs in his system. Maybe, let's just turn it round and it was somebody that was on crack and, I don't know, that fentanyl stuff like the other guy was on. God knows what. Yeah? So the guy could have been really self-plastic and been on hardcore drugs, fell over, and that's why he's on the floor, and they're not checking for anything. So they've got no excuse for the police. They've done that on purpose so they could hide everything and cover everything up. Because where's the 999 call not been seen? Why is the camera from him, the perpetrator stabbing Henry, not being seen? Hello? There's a few things that's been gone. Where is that? Yep, because then we can see for our own eyes. From when Henry was being stabbed by him, to the 999 call, to the police itself. Thank you. Because they've chopped it up so it's all half missing. So they can say what they want and keep conning it out. Like they did with the other case. Despite saying a couple of years ago it was about mental health with these people. Oh, it's mental health. Now they're saying you can't claim for mental health, but you can murder. So, well. So I'm not saying murder, but I'm going to chop King Charles' head off. That's not murder.
That the Hampshire...
That's not classed as murder.
Hello there. Now it's alleged that the Hampshire and Isle of Wight police tried to control the narrative
treason
around the Novak murder before the trial had even started.
Got to get the devil gone. Exorcist the devil. Got exorcist the devil. That's killing the devil.
Yeah, I can't believe this. There's a report in the Times today where it appears that the police, several days after the event, tried to start controlling the narrative on the Henry Novak murder case. And if this is true, this is absolutely despicable behaviour by these police.
And we have to start again with
and the police chief, the chief constable, Alexis, whatever his name is, Alexis Boone, should be up for dismissal as far as I'm concerned.
About 1,500 years ago,
of backside covering and DEI protection. And I think DEI protection, or the training thereof, was probably the most important of everything. Anyway, here's what the Times said. The Novak family, raw with grief, became concerned that a false narrative was being pushed about their son. It is understood that police told the family the next update they plan to publish, which would include the Novak's tribute, would again imply that he was the initial aggressor. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Henry Novak would be the initial aggressor in the police's eye before any trial, before anything had happened. So why on earth would they do that? And isn't it a good job that they got completely slapped down by the CPS that prevented them from doing that? But the very fact they were trying to push that narrative should tell us a lot.
Yeah, because they were trying to blame on
Why didn't they wait? Everybody else was being told to wait, weren't they? Don't jump to conclusions, don't make statements.
Don't do that, but they didn't. They jumped to conclusions, let die.
Don't speculate. That was everything
words,
that was shifted onto it. In fact,
their own words now,
it only became clear what had happened when it went to court.
Telling everybody could chop everybody to get Pope's head off.
About the body cam footage from the police and all the rest of it.
So therefore,
that's where it all started coming out, isn't it?
Their own words were going to chop King Charles'
Before that, it was almost like there was radio silence. Wonder where that radio silence was ordered from.
That's needed. It's not breaking the law.
It just gets worse every day, doesn't it? Every day you start hearing about more and more official DEI protection. Racial training protection.
Which is getting rid of the devil. Poltergeist, obviously. That's a start for all of this.
And the reason the police did this, they say, was to stop the spread of disinformation.
Oh, yeah.
So stopping the spread of disinformation meant them spreading disinformation, misinformation.
They've
or was
done
it
that already.
downright official lies?
It was all lies. How is that fucking guy in the fucking police with his ginger bald head? It looks
The
like
whole
a
thing just
crackhead.
gets more and
He
more
looks like he's on
sickening.
drugs.
So
He's
what
still
I
there.
think they were trying to do, personal view here,
Ginger
was somehow
fucking twat.
engineer a situation where people would just go, oh yes, Henry Novak, bad.
Don't know who he is, but I don't give a fuck who he is.
He was a bad
He's
man.
a ginger twat. No, Henry wasn't bad.
And
That
so
fucking ginger
somehow
twat,
tried
not
to
copper, that
put
that
the blame
fucking
on him. And
sergeant. He looks like a
maybe
fucking
the
crackhead.
aim is then to talk
And I
about
don't care
self-defence,
who he is.
please,
Get a crack.
for Vikram Digwa. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that where this was going?
They conned it out and they can't
I'm
go in with this.
speculating, of course, because there's been
God
no
is
charges
fuming.
brought
God,
on anyone.
even Hitler is
Not
fuming.
about the actual
You know
activities of the
Hitler
police.
Even
what they were up
fucking
to.
Epstein is fucking fuming. But even Jack Ripper, people that we
And
think
what's
are the
Donald
devil,
Jones going to do? The
that we
Tory
think are the worst
PPC
people ever, are
of that
fuming
police
at
force.
this, mate.
What's she going to do? Sack
They are
Alexis Boone?
fuming at it.
Do you think that
because
would be a fair thing to do?
no, don't sack anyone. We want them arrested and we want them in jail. Mate, we want them in jail.
It's
We want to be sued for the rest of
unbelievable,
their
isn't it?
lives.
What's going on
The
here?
families, they need to sue them. We need to sue the police, all of us.
As far as
That's why we
said
have to
before,
take
as far
King
as I'm
Charles's head
concerned,
off, because
as far as all
they're
the police
fucking the
forces are
monstrosity.
concerned,
The
only
monarchy's
white people
badge
can
is
be
above the
racist,
courts
and
and above
only
the
white
police's
people can
head.
lie, and that's
With the
about
government.
it.
And it starts with the king.
Their DEI
Why is he
training
not coming out and
needs
saying
to
a
be
prayer
updated, I
or
think,
nothing
to
about
include
this?
the fact that all humans
Where's the
are
royal family on
flawed
this?
in these respects. All
Where's King
humans,
Charles on this?
and you should treat
Why
each
is
one
King Charles meant
with
to have
equal
done this speech
suspicion.
to the government and he hasn't
And
sorted
now we
this
have
out?
David Lammy coming out and saying
Oh,
that,
fucking
we've
Manga
got to
Tango.
treat different religions differently,
Yeah.
or different
What,
ethnicities
when
differently.
the
He
fucking
was
black
talking
African
about,
fucking Nigerians are
can't-
being slaughtered
Can't
as
get a
Christians
Jew to
in
go to the
Rwanda.
police
And
station.
fucking Nigeria, the black Nigerians
because
are
that
being
would be wrong.
slaughtered.
I bet they'd arrest
The
and charge
fucking
and
Randolph
sentence a
and
Christian on
exactly.
Sunday.
Yeah, and you notice he don't speak about fucking Rwanda, Nigeria, sorry, that's been
Wouldn't
the
they?
black people that been slaughtered over there. Does he? And be converted to Islam. No, he don't speak
The
about
whole
that,
thing
David
is-
Lammy, does he?
Is that the
And he don't want to say
indigenous
it's
or
not the
whatever
white people,
population you want
does
to call
he?
yourself of this country,
He
have to
doesn't
treat
want to say the
everybody
people in
else
Africa,
equally.
the Nigerians,
But
are being
no one
slaughtered
has
by
to treat
Islam.
The indigenous population equally. And this is
And
what's
not by the
beginning
white
to anger people. And people of Britain get slow to anger, but when they anger, they get angry.
No, we don't need to get angry, we just need to do what's right. Well, we do need to be angry, but when we do what is right,
So,
then
as far as I'm concerned,
then the justice
they should
will
start
be served.
treating
When we
everybody
do this,
equally-
when we chop
equally.
King Charles's head off, justice will start to be seen to be served.
what's next?
Well,
A
that's what's
certain
next.
demographic can go completely, I don't know, mad during Ramadan and nothing can be done. Is that how this works?
They're going to go mad, yeah. They will go mad, but we'll have to leave them
Of course they
for a
wouldn't.
minute. We
Not-
just have to protect ourselves for what
But-
we can for a moment or two.
Yeah, you
And,
get the concept, don't you?
Come together and get King Charles and chop his head off. End of. No mercy, I
Yeah.
don't feel guilty. I don't feel any
And David Lammy
saying
also
anything that's
told
a crime
J.D.
or
Vance to back off,
against
didn't he?
anybody, or I don't feel bad for saying it either.
Because J.D.
I
Vance
feel bad for saying something like that, but I don't feel any sort of
said
anything.
that
No mercy.
the murder
Just
of Henry
fine.
Novak was sort of
Sorry.
based on immigration,
Well, we'll put
was
bag
a
over
sort of a
his head and
symptom
bag
or
over
a-
the person who said that
it was
hit me.
caused by
I'll be
immigration.
covered in the right equipment, and I'll get
And he
chop
actually
his head
said
off.
that
Sorry,
of
the right
the
place
death
of Scarborough
of
Castle.
Novak,
Exactly where one of the king's placed my ancestors' head.
that he died the same way as civilization dies, abandoned, handcuffed by authorities who neither trusted nor cared for him, and accused of hate crimes he
Abandoned.
did not commit.
He was left to die because they couldn't give a fuck.
And David Lammy
Because
said,
the job
nothing to do with immigration, nothing to
And
do
then they
with
realised
anything
so
about
they
death
lied.
of civilization, because
Even
the
police officers
perpetrator
are
was
lying.
born in this country,
Coming
so
up, they're
therefore it's
shitting
nothing to do
themselves.
with that.
So they're obviously going to cover it up with the families and all of that, mate.
Although his father is of was born in this country, I believe. But his mother was born in India.
Yeah.
It's up to you to decide that one. I'm not going to comment.
I'll send them back to India, like I've already said, mate. No, they've got no DNA to England. Their DNA is Indian. The father was born.
But it's the long term, isn't it?
Where's the father? We've only seen the mother.
Long-term
Where is
mass
the picture of the
immigration,
father and the brother? Why are they only
people do
showing a
not
picture of the
integrate.
mother and not the father and the brother?
That's the problem we
What's
have
the
here.
What do they look like? They say they're born here, mate. They're not born here, because
I
they're
think
going to be
J.D.
born
Vance
here.
is probably
What
got
does his dad look like? Is he a
his,
white man? That's why they're not showing the picture.
finger on the pulse there a
He's
bit,
not a white man,
don't
his
you?
dad, is he? He's a Sikh man, he wasn't born here. He was born in India, so they're lying. So where's the picture of the father? Why won't they have a picture of the mother? Where's father's picture? Oh, is she a single mother? Oh no, because he had his father there, I don't know, but well,
Yeah, anyway.
married the cousin, innit? Intermarriage, or whatever.
And how is it
Who knows?
that our
King.
politicians, our officials, our sports people, our actors, our activists
King.
can all take the knee
For everybody else, King
for a
Charles as
foreign
well.
thug
Bows down to it, mate.
who dies in a
He
foreign
bows
land
down to all the foreigners.
without any
and Islam.
repercussions.
He doesn't compassion
Anger
about our
everywhere,
people,
riots
his own
everywhere
people
across
that
the
have been
planet.
murdered.
And we help that
Like this man.
because our
like
people
Henry.
took the knee and said, look, this is
He
wrong.
didn't say, King Charles didn't come out and say a speech for these them poor children who got slaughtered.
Yeah.
to death. He didn't come out and say a speech for that Rihanna lady.
So
He hadn't come out and said a speech
they
for
can do
anybody.
that, can't they?
So King Charles is dead.
But we, in
Yeah.
this country,
He's the devil, he's poltergeist.
cannot, in our own country, even
Speak.
comment before, during, or after
But-
an event in
But
this country.
it's okay about King
We're
Charles.
not allowed to do that, are we? We're just not
Telling us he's
allowed
not part
to
of
do
the
that.
political world when he is. Lying under oath,
Anyway,
singing
for a
on the
little
Bible,
bit
that's
of
okay,
light
isn't it?
relief,
Treason in
I'm
the
going to turn the
country.
camera around slowly because
Selling
I
us out down the
think
river to fucking Islam.
I'm
That's
being
all
watched.
okay, isn't it?
by someone,
Ah, yeah. You probably are. I'm a deer.
I don't know whether you can see that.
It's a deer, isn't it? I think.
Just going to see how close
Is
I
it
can
deer?
get without.
Deer. Deer. It's a deer. No. Oh, I've seen a couple of them at some point. Deers. It look like a deer. Is it a lamb? Oh. It's a deer.
Quite happy for me to sort of slowly approach.
They didn't.
You'll be startled in a minute and you'll go
That's
running
nice.
off.
Yeah, it's nice that.
See, there you go.
Yeah, it's a deer. That's
Go
a
on,
deer.
I don't want to frighten him, just, you know, if he gets a little
it's
bit
deer.
worried, he'll
I've seen
move
one
off.
really close.
Or
to
she
it.
will
Fucking
move
ran
off.
right past me once when I was
There we go.
walking. Around here in Bury, it's like down where the bit of the farmy thing is, yeah.
Keeping their eye on me. Obviously wants to go that way.
No, that's good.
Anyway,
Yeah, but this is nature keeping its
there's
eye
a little
out
bit
on
of
you,
light
mate.
relief
I
for
was
you.
going to say it's nature. It's harmful. It won't harm. Oh, well, I love where it is. It's beautiful.
Nice to be out here with
I wish I
nature.
could go there. I know, that's what I mean.
And it's good to see
I don't drive.
that that particular deer was away from the road. No danger there. The worst it could probably do is get tangled up in some barbed wire. I think he's moved on now, or she. I'm no good at telling the difference between them. Anyway,
Them lot, the immigrants, because
So-
they could eat them.
David Lammy is trying to give J.D. Vance a dressing down. They're actually meant to
I
be
mean,
great
they must.
mates or something.
And all of them.
Went fishing together, if you remember. And he said at the end that they
Even though
agreed
it's
to
a
differ
fucking,
when they stopped their conversation.
the military person that's in America, they're even doing it to all of them in America. Because of Donald Trump. They don't
Anyway.
like Donald Trump.
Does no one in authority actually realise how angry the Brits are?
Yeah, to the
Do you know
angry that
something?
we're going to cut King
They do
Charles's
know.
head off.
That's
It's not
why they're
angry.
trying to shut it
I'm not
off.
angry. I'm doing
That's
what's
why they're
needed.
trying to
I'm saying what's needed. That's why
browbeat
they're cutting
us,
it off.
bully us. Yes, bully us.
Because they don't want to
into
cut King
compliance.
Charles's head off.
Because they know better. Their plans are more important than
No.
we are.
It's not more important.
And we will
cutting King
find out
Charles's head off.
tomorrow how they view this current situation, because I gather several of the people who got involved in the Southampton
Oh, yeah.
wheelie bin and traffic cone and did
Oh, a couple
what do you
of
wanna
days
call
off,
it?
you'd be-
Well, the
freezes. It's
authorities
not like
call it a
anyone went to
riot.
hospital and got, oh, really hurt me. I'm not saying it's completely right,
But I read
okay.
a report where it said that.
It's like a
And
football
I don't
riot.
want to downplay this, but
That's it.
where one guy
it's a football riot. That's it.
arrested and charged with possession of offensive weapons.
Well, they've got no
Yeah,
offensive
wheelie bin
weapons.
and a traffic
It's not a
cone.
weapon, is it? It's not a weapon. It's not offensive. It's not a weapon.
But there you go.
It's classed as assault. That's it. Classed as section 39. That's about it.
Suppose it's how you use
No,
them, really,
it's
isn't it?
classed as breach of the peace and section
But
39
the
possibly.
sentencing
Depends
for
on
those
how
crimes,
you know.
or some of those
It
crimes,
depends what.
is coming
I'm
up
going to say
tomorrow.
section 39 and a
That'll
breach
be
of
where the
peace.
police and the courts gleefully go around saying,
And
"We
I
have
hope
just
you all
handed
say
out
not
the following
guilty. All say
to
not
the following
guilty.
people."
Every person that's been arrested needs to say not guilty. Not guilty.
And
Don't
we
say
will
you're
see
guilty, say I'm not
exactly
guilty.
how-
No comment, not guilty. Not guilty. How do you play? Not guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty. No one say they're guilty. All of them. You should know by now. We should know by now with the
I
ones that
don't
have been looked
know
up before. When they've said
whether
they're
I
guilty, all
managed
say
to
not
catch
guilty.
that. But that was a Spitfire, I think.
Well, they'll have to get the
Coming out
magistrates
of the
from
local
all
airfield.
because these people from Manchester Airport have got
It's funny what you
three
see when you
juries,
come out
three
the day like
juries
this,
they've
isn't
had.
it?
They've got two juries they've had, and they still didn't get locked up. So they'll have to get some more juries because if they say they're not guilty, it'll have to go to Crown Court. Won't it? They'll
D-Day
have to get a jury.
yesterday, Spitfires today. What
Well, for the
next?
probably most serious ones, they have to get a jury. Well, they'll have to get a jury anyway. That's why they tried to scrap juries. Yeah,
If he comes past again, I'll try and get a
basically,
better
it's
shot.
not for the illegals. They're not scrapping the juries for the illegals. Just the illegals. They're scrapping it to do us in. So when they want to fucking lock us up, you won't get a jury. You'll just get locked up.
Mm.
So you won't get a
Yes,
verdict if you're
been the
guilty or not.
distance
You'll
now.
just get locked up for
Did a
it.
circle round.
Like they're getting
Anyway.
a nice jury for themselves.
I'm just wondering how
To see
long
if they're
it will
guilty or not, and then
be
they still can come up with a
before
verdict
someone
if they were
decides to
guilty or
use
not.
the
The
defence
Manchester Airport ones. Well,
that
they
they
are
were
guilty
defending
since
themselves
it's
against the
there.
racist police force.
I was going to say, racist police force, the evidence is
I
there for
wonder how
Manchester
that
Airport.
stack up in human rights law.
They've got
If
no
the
evidence what
police
any of these people did.
Actively
They've got no
have
evidence,
within
mate.
their orders
There's no evidence.
that they are to treat people
No
differently
evidence. So they just say not guilty. There's no evidence.
of different races and different ethnicities,
No evidence.
different
They have no evidence. What's the
religions.
evidence? What is their evidence they've got? They've got
Don't
no
you think
bruises on
someone would
anybody.
have
There's nobody been hurt. There is
the
no
right
evidence.
to bring such
Because there's
a
no
defence.
evidence. Nobody's been hurt. There's nothing to evidence.
That
one
would make
wheelie bin.
interesting reading, wouldn't it?
One green wheelie bin.
I wonder if any
The
human
green
rights
wheelie
lawyers
bin
out there
going
would
to
like
court.
to
I
chance
hope
their
they
arm
wash
at
that
trying to
bin
win
out
that
because it'll
one.
fucking stink. Might be some flies in that. The wheelie bin going
It
into
is my
court.
human right to stand up to racist police
What's
forces.
the green wheelie bin's rights?
Ooh.
What's the rights of
Yeah,
a
you
green
can see
wheelie
that.
bin?
You can think about it. If it does
What
get
rights
worse,
does that what's he
Then
done?
under
The green
the-
wheelie bin.
under international law, I bet there is a way you could do that. Under human rights
Like
laws.
me? Yeah, we can't. What have you done? We weren't.
Very interesting concept.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
We've been in the middle of
Think we should give it a
magistrates
go?
court to do someone. Oh, where's your offensive weapon? It's a green wheelie bin. Or a blue wheelie bin. I can't remember what colour it was, but yeah.
Yeah,
A
that would
wheelie
be really
bin.
good. Because at the end of the day, I
I've
don't see
always
this
said,
getting
you
any
see them
better.
plastic copper things, them cardboard
There's
ones?
too much
I've always
political
thought to myself of having a laugh,
and
but I wouldn't do because I'd probably
operational
get, they'd probably take it too serious. I
and
thought,
law
one day I'd nick one of
and
them.
rules.
And I'd probably get, God,
tied
I'd
up in
be
this
taking that as the
whole
evidence. This fucking plastic
DEI nonsense
this cardboard
that it's
cut
going to be
out of a
almost
copper.
impossible for them to drop
It's a
it
court, you've nicked.
by their own
You've
consent.
nicked this?
They
Yeah,
won't.
I've just nicked a copper.
As far as they see it, they have the right to do what they like.
Yeah. And
The
we
police
have no
has the right
right.
to enforce anti-racism on you, and
Yeah, because we've
anti-racism
been taken
means
over by Islam.
as
We've gone
racism
down
can
the
only
river.
go
We owe
one
a
way
tax.
in their eyes.
Islamic tax
That's it.
to Islam. And we are now the slaves of Islam. You get me? So they
I
now
just
want to do
wonder
what they want, rape the women, murder the
How
people,
much more the
tell you
British
to
people
work,
can
tell you
take.
not to work.
I wonder how much more the
Tell you what,
majority are willing to put up with.
No, I'm not.
Why should they have to put up with any of it?
That's that, first of all. It's been done on the
Also, that a few people can virtue signal each other and pat each other on the back. They can go to foreign climes, go to the Davos conferences, UN, and say, oh, look at us.
They can all
Aren't
do
we
that.
also progressive and informed and inclusive?
Yeah.
But the worse this gets, the more they're turning on the people of the UK, the ordinary people.
They told them they were going to throw them off the
The more they're
tower
kicking
of
them,
fucking in Italy.
stepping
The tower
on
in
them,
Italy.
trampling in their faces.
And now they don't like it. They now they're getting a bit
That's the
scared. Now
truth.
they've been told that the Pope's going to have his head chopped off and they're going to be thrown off the leaves in the tower of in fucking Italy. The case. Oh, no, they don't like it now, do they? The lefties are getting a bit scared of what they've done because they're realising that these jihads are coming for them as well. They're coming for them as well as they are for us.
Oh well.
Chop the Pope's head off.
Anyway,
you know.
I hope you've enjoyed
I do.
my
And then
little
they're going
walk
to chop us up.
and had some fun.
King Charles
I'm hoping I
first.
caught that deer on
The day's fine.
a good enough picture of it. Good enough
Yeah,
image
you are actually.
for
King Charles,
you to see.
The deer is wildlife. It is beautiful.
And that
It's a
Spitfire,
part of God. King Charles is
if
the
I'd had
fucking
a
devil. And he's on
super
this
duper
land
camera
and
with
we
a
need to get
super
him
duper zoom
gone
lens on it.
by chopping his head off and sending a signal
Well,
back
I
to
haven't.
jihads that this is our
Anyway.
land and you will leave.
Please like,
Here's the
subscribe
king's
and
head
comment
for them.
below. And tell your friends
Before
that if
do
they
it-
want to come
before
out,
jihad gets
for a walk,
we need to do it first.
endorse
Tell
it
you that
every
now.
day, or mostly days, and have a look at our scenery,
It's changed.
then maybe watch me doing just that through most
Try.
weathers. I can't promise to be out in all weathers,
I'd love to go out there.
but I'm doing my best.